only down to 1 day. Oh, wait, we teleported? We went past 5 days. So now it's December 30th. Instead of, we're down to only 1 day of the year left. I know it's sudden, but it's gonna be a year-end party tomorrow. Kick ass. Are we gonna organize this for Taba-chan? Thank you for letting us know. So just making New Year's Eve soba news for us. In that case, we'll be alright if we meet up in the evening. May I invite my sister? Go ahead, the whole place is reserved for anyway. Then we call Yoshizawa's too. Morgana and Futaba already covered it, but she really helped me out. She really helped him out in that palace before. And it's New Year's Eve, so it's not like she'll be busy at practice. Then Haru, you're officially our event coordinator. It's your job to contact her. On it. Alright, see you tomorrow.
A year-end party, huh? I'm already excited. Oh, let's invite Yoshizawa right away.
God dang, I want to find a stopping point. And so it begins.
Thank you for inviting me. Although, I admit I feel a bit like I'm intruding.
There's no need for modesty. After all we've been through, there are no strangers here.
Yeah, you really helped him out too.
In that case, I'll accept your offer.
It's good to see. This is Kasumi before. Like, I just realized Kasumi has her actual attire now. So we're seeing her outside of her school uniform.
Yo, I really can't stop staring at that thing you're wearing.
So it's caught your eye as well.
Oh
It
God,
happened
no.
to catch mine while I was strolling through the city. I bought it for myself as a reward for the end of the year. What do you think about the scarf?
It looks great on you.
Thank you. Your compliment is music to my ears.
I don't think anyone other than you could pull it off, Kitagawa-senpai.
This fashion chat is fine and all, but if you don't dig into that soba soon, it's gonna get soggy on you.
Ah, yes. My apologies. Thank you for the food.
It's chow time.
So good.
Sakura-san, you made these noodles yourself, right? They're amazing! You could open a soba restaurant.
Oh, thanks. I made a little too much, so if anyone wants a refill.
Seconds, please.
Oh God, I forgot Kasumi has high metabolism.
How fast do you eat? You eat a lot more than I'd assumed you do, Yoshizawa-san.
Her stomach's bottomless.
Seriously? While being that thin?
Senpai, don't kid them so much. My appetite's totally normal.
Breaking news on our top story. After nearly 2 weeks of silence, the prosecutor's office is planning to move forward with the biggest case of the year. They have announced that they will move forward in the charging of Representative Shido for his confessed crimes.
It's finally happening.
I was planning on telling all of you about this a little later. This case is all thanks to a certain man's testimony. But I can at least share this one piece of good news with you.
And that would be?
Representative Shido is not guilty.
The woman involved in his false charge case has finally come forward and provided her testimony. I can't say for certain yet, but his criminal record may very well be overturned.
For real?
That's wonderful! Congratulations, Senpai!
I'm no longer a
Of course,
criminal.
this is highly confidential. Got it?
What great news! Looks like we really will be having a happy new year.
This is incredible! It's an actual real-life good ending!
And after that, the 2-hour New Year's special of Tokyo Vice. A thrilling tale, jam-packed with some of the network's most famous faces. I'll never give up!
I've been seeing this guy on TV all the time lately.
Oh yeah, he's a model turned actor. With a figure like that, I can see how he's gotten so popular.
So he's popular, eh? If I were more like that human, maybe Lady An would...
The year is winding down to its final moments. Let's take a look at how people are spending it all across the country.
Now that I'm thinking about it, a hell of a lot sure did happen this year.
Right? It's like, how many years of our lives did we actually live through this year?
I doubt we'll experience anything even similar to it for quite some time.
Well, this is just from my point of view, but I really hope that's the case.
And I guess starting next year, we'll just be good boys and girls at school.
If that's the case, then I assume you'll be able to handle your summer break homework on your own.
Please don't go there, Senpai.
I don't think I see that happening with you.
Okay, that's a
Fine,
better
fine. I can't do it alone. I mean, what do I even do as an honor student?
So much has happened over the past 12 months. But in the end, we got to spend it together like this. I want to believe that this was a great year for us.
Yeah, I don't have any proof, but I feel like next year's gonna be even better for us.
I feel the exact same way. How strange.
Well, that's only natural, considering how pleased we are with our end-of-year celebration.
Young people have been gathering in Shibuya all day for the big countdown at midnight, and this crowd is...
I really don't want to get going, but it seems like it's time.
See you next year.
Next year? Sojiro! Osechi time! Get those New Year's dishes ready! Chop chop! And don't forget the black beans!
Oh god.
Yeah, I hear ya. If I start prepping the beans now, they'll be ready by the morning. Don't worry about the food. You just go have a good night's sleep.
Happy New Year. Oh shit, it's already the new year. Let's make it a good one. Last year's end seems only yesterday. Should we get together for a party or something? We gotta celebrate somehow. You gotta have something in mind? I don't know, like a mocha eating contest or something? Mochi eating contest or something. A prospect of absolutely devoid of any class or dignity. I don't know what we will do, but I'm sure I'm totally down to see you all. Same. But tomorrow, I've got plans. Me too, apologies. But anytime others should be fine. I'm sure we can pick a date later. Anyways, Happy New Year. We're gonna have a great one, guys.
Hey, don't tell this to the others, okay? But even after I disappeared, I was still vaguely conscious. And being separated from all of you was really scary. I thought, if it's even a little bit possible, I wanted to come home to you guys. That's why I'm so glad I was able to come back here.
Stay with us forever.
If that's what you want. Well, it's pretty late. Let's get to sleep.
Yeah, I need some sleep
I
too.
know I've said this before, but I hope we keep sticking together like this.
Wait, what? Oh, come on. What? Where am I?
Class will be dismissed momentarily. Class will be dismissed momentarily.
I got the feeling I need to go home. What's going on here? This looks like the school. I need to go home. What is going on?
Get awesome results at track meets alongside everyone else on the team, and eventually
voice, who is
get
it?
some scholarships for college to make things easier for your mom.
A butterfly? I should follow it.
If that never happened, I would have gotten to enjoy my time in high school with Shiho.
Oh god. Oh god. This is spooky. I need to save next so I can actually end the stream.
It's unrealistic to demand any more of her. I'm helping Okumura fruits grow, with my father watching over me.
Oh my god, what am I doing? Exit the school. Where were you going? I'm going home. Home? But isn't this where you belong? I see. So you haven't accepted it. Well, I won't force you into anything. Let's meet again. I feel like I had the most bizarre dream. What could that mean? What?
Good morning.
Were you still asleep, Senpai? Well, I'm up now. What happened to our popularity? I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to wake you. I can't feel awkward asking now this by waking you up, bud. Remember we promised me we would go and pay our respects to that shrine on New Year's Day? Kinda. Great. Well, today's the day. If you want to, we can keep that. If you want to keep that promise, I realize it might be a bit forward to me, but what do you say to accompany me to Meteor Shrine this afternoon? Already looking forward to it.
I'm so happy.
Really, me too. It'll probably be crowded today, but it would also be too bad in the afternoon at least. I'm sure we'll be fine. I must agree. I'll make sure to pray to the gods that it won't be so crowded. Oh shoot, I hope that it doesn't count as me wishing before my offering. Hooray, you up yet?
I'm counting on you.
Well, let's meet at the shrine around noon. I'll see you then. If you're awake, can you lend me a hand?
Sorry to make work your first activity in the new year. Oh, that reminds me. Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year.
And I hope you'll continue getting along with Futaba and myself.
We're especially grateful you're open today. You know how everything on TV for New Year's is the same old, same old.
Say, boss, don't you have any plans for this morning?
I could cook some up, so long as you serve yourself everything and pay your bill on the way out.
Ah, right. Can't exactly make plans when you've already got customers.
How about you, young man? Are you going to the shrine for the new year?
It's the actor.
That's a wise choice.
Happy New Year. That's what you say today, right?
That actor looks very... Oh, shit. You know, I'm not gonna say anything, but he looks very familiar. It's nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. Wait, what are you talking about? Are you still half asleep or something?
I just dropped my controller. So out. Did Morgana? Wait.
What bam?
Oh, looking sharp.
Oh, you look absolutely lovely, Futaba-chan.
I picked it out with my mom.
What'd you
Sorry,
say?
I don't want to be late to the shrine. More showing off comes later.
Wait, what?
Well, time to make like a tree.
What's going on?
The year's first
Wait,
shrine
Mom?
visitor. What do you think we should do?
Well, perhaps we don't need to go this year. We don't have any more wishes that need granting.
What happened? Sorry, Buzz, but I'm beginning there sooner than I expected. It's way less crowded than I thought it would be. My wish actually came true. Maybe it did. Oh yeah, I'll wait by the entrance once I get there. Don't worry, no need to hurry.
What's up? Did you have plans for today or something?
Yeah, I promised to do something.
Oh, come on, you should have just said as much then. I'll be fine here, so off you go. Have fun. Oh, but it's pretty cold out there, so don't forget to dress warm so you don't catch a bug.
That reminds me, I haven't seen Morgana today. Or could it be gone? I need to head to the Medford Metro Shrine. This timeline is... What's going on? New anime!
Senpai! Do I look weird?
She's blushing.
Sorry for the short notice. I couldn't send you a New Year's card, so here we are. Well, shall we? I wonder why. There aren't many people here at all. It's really unexpected. I'd almost prefer the usual crowd.
Man, the end of the year was just a few hours ago.
Believe it or don't, only 364 days until the next one. That is true, but...
I know I'm gonna use the wrong year for a while.
Well, I have an idea. New Year's party tonight to help switch gears? Huh? Didn't expect you two here.
I'm very confused.
How many coincidences can there be in one day? And a good morn unto you all. I haven't seen you in absolute ages.
We were hanging out just yesterday.
Oh, I guess we all had plans to drop by here first thing today, huh?
That would explain what led us to the shrine, but to this spot at the exact same time? Talk about incredible happenstance.
Indeed, but due to this fortuitous turn of fate, I am able to witness this mesmerizing sight. Truly the embodiment of Japanese beauty.
What are you doing, Kitagawa-senpai?
Just ignore him. It's like a fit he gets into sometimes.
So, what do you want to do after this? If we've got the time for it, why don't we grab something to eat together?
I'm sorry, I'll be heading out with my family once we're finished here.
I have somewhere to be as well.
Me too. I'll be dining with my father somewhere.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna hit up some New Year's sales with my mom.
What?
Well, looks like you're all busy. And maybe I should hit up the track team and see what they're up to.
Ooh, I'll get in touch with Shiho and find out if she has any plans yet.
It's like no one else making any sense.
Well, I guess we'll all just go do our own thing then.
See you later.
Looks like it's just us now. Oh, I was wondering earlier, what did you wish for at the shrine, senpai?
To be a ladies' man, to stay healthy.
Now there's a classic wish, but I think it's a wonderful choice.
What was your wish, Kasumi?
Me? Well... Oh, I'm sorry. It's from my dad. He's telling me that some relatives have come over to the house, so I have to go home and spend some time with them. He decided to come all the way out to the station to get me. My family's kind of serious about their get-togethers.
We'll hang out soon.
I'm really sorry. I was the one who invited you here and everything. At least allow me to accompany you to the station. Dad!
You should hold on to your sleeve. That is your dress kimono after all.
Wait, that's Dad?
Who do we have here? I believe this is our first time meeting.
This is my senpai, the one I told you about before. My senpai who's done so much for me.
Oh, so you're her senpai. My daughter talks about you all the time.
Dad! Not all the time!
Is that not so? I was told you picked these out for me too. I know it's pretty late for it, but thank you all the same.
It looks good on you.
Dad wears them all the time, even at work.
I'm quite the fan of them. Well, shall we get going?
What?
Something wrong?
No, nothing. Well then, Senpai, please excuse us.
I don't have any other plans for today. I should probably head back to my room. Morgana still hasn't returned. I feel like the question on the fence has changed too. Hey, do we have our first stream of the year together? I mean, our first stream of the year today. Do we? I thought that was tomorrow night. It's not a big deal. You just have your first stream whenever it happens. Hey, this is important. I can't be my first stream of the year be a nightmare, and that doesn't count. Duh. Hey, take a look at this. Maybe it'll help you have good dreams. Ha ha ha. Huh? When did you take this? It was just before we met up with you guys. We all bumped into each other first. Though we should have been taking a full group shot, since we were all meeting up to something anyway. This photo is good in its own way indeed. I believe it will inspire some good dreams. But you've gotten the dreams of specific things if you want to have a good year, right? What's the traditional thing again? Mountain Fuji, sheep, and Akura? Akura? Sounds messy. It was Mount Fuji, a hawk, and an eggplant in that order. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make myself dream about it tonight. I seriously doubt you can brute force yourself into dream. I plan to have a dream of singular beauty. I gotta get to bed anyway. I gotta practice tomorrow, too. What happened this afternoon can't be normal. Something is wrong. I feel a warm breeze on my face. I sense someone's presence. What?
What's up?
What the heck? Who are you?
Who am I? Hey, you've been acting kinda weird since yesterday. What's going on?
Are you two still sleeping? Your lunch is gonna pull a vanishing act if you don't come down soon.
Ooh. Oh, you can go on ahead. I'll be down in a sec.
These beans are the best!
They're all perfectly shaped and so shiny. Looks like your recipes have reached housewife level quality. You trying to get hitched sometime soon?
Thanks, but no. Hey, come join us.
I'm so confused.
Try the sweet black beans. They'll change your life.
Are we in a time paradox?
Good morning.
Sphinx lady? And you are?
Oh, is this your first gag of the new year?
Drunk on the spirit of the new year already, huh?
I'll warn you not to try any pranks with Wakaba. It'll only blow up in your face. She'll tease you forever until she finally bores herself.
You know me too well.
Wakaba.
Wakaba, your work and your kid were so fulfilling for you. Why'd you have to die so suddenly?
Wakaba is Futaba's mother's name, but she is no longer.
What's up? Not feeling so good?
He's been like this since yesterday.
Morning, Mona.
I knew it!
Morning. Do you think there's enough Osechi for me to join you?
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Don't tell you what? Morgana's arrived for breakfast? Seriously, are you alright?
Something is definitely wrong here.
Okay, that's enough joking around for now. Go ahead and grab a seat. I bet you're just hungry.
Thank you for the food. I can't remember the last time I actually got to relax and enjoy myself on a New Year's like.
I'm stuffed too. If only I had something to cap off this meal.
Boy, that was a subtle request.
Oh, does anybody want dessert with their coffee? I'll go pick it up. My treat. You want a Mont Blanc, right, Mom?
Oh, how kind. Thank you.
All right, I shall return.
Be careful.
So Morgana is supposed to be a cat, and Wakaba, she shouldn't be here with us. Yeah, Morgana's now looking like a snack.
What's the matter?
What the? Okay, what's next? Akechi is gonna.
Sorry, we haven't opened for the day yet.
My apologies. I merely wish to speak with him for a moment. Why don't you go and get some fresh air with him? I'll stand guard over your dessert for you.
You say that now, but when he gets back and his dessert's gone, I'm pretty sure he'll suspect it was an inside job.
I can definitely see that happening with Mona on guard duty.
Hey, come on, guys.
Sorry, sorry.
I guess I'll start the coffee.
You know, don't you? We have to discuss this.
You remember?
That's right. Just like you seem to be. Come on.
Whoa. We're not the only ones.
Well then, let's try to sort through this situation.
What's happening?
That seems as good a place to begin as any. At the end of last year, I turned myself into the police as the perpetrator of the serial psychotic breakdown incidents. Your memory of this is still intact, correct?
Yeah.
Perhaps the most confusing part of my story comes post-detainment. Obviously, I was thoroughly interrogated about my involvement in Shido's case, but for some reason, after questioning, I was suddenly released. No explanation whatsoever.
That's too weird.
I agree. No matter how one attempts to rationalize it, my release is extremely unusual. More than that, it should be impossible for them to release a confessing suspect after only a brief interrogation. But what's even more unbelievable to me is...
Wakaba.
That's right. Wakaba Ishiki. I can't believe she's been brought back to life. For the time being, you seem to be the only one who's still in their right frame of mind. I should get to the point. Let's make a deal. Let's say we join forces on this.
What would we do?
I want to investigate what exactly is happening here. I'm fairly certain you wish to find out the same thing, no? For the time being, you and I share the same goal. To solve this problem, don't you agree that it'd be safer for us to partner up?
Yes! We get to partner with Akechi again! It may be best for to work on Akechi on
Have
this.
you made up your mind?
I guess I have no choice.
Allow me to remind you that we are equals in this endeavor, understand? Anyway, let's get to the matter at hand. First, I need information. Can you tell me what happened after parting ways with me in Shido's palace? I see. Though some abnormalities appeared immediately, the most glaring ones arrived after the new year. And all of the Phantom Thieves, with you as the sole exception, are living in this altered reality without even realizing it. Go ahead.
Senpai, it's Yoshizawa. I'm in Odaiba right now, and,
What happened?
I don't really understand what I'm seeing, but I'm just going to describe it to you. It's that building. It's really faint, but I can see that palace thing that Morgana Senpai mentioned a while ago.
Thank you for following, Soy that Jaguga live.
Senpai, I know this is sudden, but could you come to Odaiba right away?
Wait for me there.
I understand. I'll see you soon.
That was Yoshizawa-san's voice, wasn't it? I believe I heard her say the word palace.
I guess she spotted one.
Despite not being in the metaverse. You're planning to meet up with Yoshizawa-san, right? I'll join you. We're all but guaranteed to find a clue there. Now that we've made ourselves a new deal, you wouldn't turn me down, would you?
This Akechi guy. He's different, for sure.
Senpai! And... Akechi-san?
We just happened to be together when he got your call. First a dead woman returns, and now a palace appears. How intriguing.
Akechi-san, you know about palaces?
Would it help you grasp the situation if I told you that I have the same powers he has?
Really? Does that mean you're also...
Allow me to stop you there. I'm not a part of the Phantom Thieves. However, since you've already grasped the concept, it's clear to me that you're a fellow Persona user.
He knows.
Yes, I can use a persona as well. I'm not a part of the Phantom Thieves either, though. I just so happened to slip into this palace with him and Morgana-senpai a while ago. But what could be the meaning behind its appearance here? I just happened to be passing by on my way home when I came across it.
Since nobody else is making a scene about it, I assume others aren't able to see it. Or they see it, but it doesn't evoke any real reaction in them.
Yes, that's exactly it. I asked some people in the area, and none of them seemed to care at all about its appearance.
Rather than simply hypothesize out here, we may be better off taking immediate action.
You mean, we should go into the palace?
Not only has a palace manifested in reality, but this is the only one visible to us. I realize I have no proof, but it's highly likely that this is related to our current incomprehensible situation. Wouldn't it be more efficient to just go inside and see what we can learn? That is, if we have the means to do so. Oh, it's...
Metaverse Navigator is back in my home screen.
I thought it was gone for good, but it looks like we've regained access to the nav.
I have it as well.
Is there a search history?
Search history... How do I check... Ah! There's one search in the log, but...
There's an entry in the search history, but I can't read whose palace it is.
Ugh. The name portion of the entry has been censored somehow. Could this be the doing of the palace's ruler?
Does that mean we can't enter the palace?
Well, we do have the search history, so it should be possible to infiltrate it anyway.
If you're going in, would you be willing to bring me with you? I can't put my finger on it, but something's been bothering me about this place ever since we first entered it. I promise I won't slow you down.
What's your call?
Infiltration time.
That settles it.
All right. Let's do it.
Is this the discount gang? The discount Phantom Thieves?
Now that I'm getting a second look here, I've noticed just how mysterious this place is. What could this building even be?
It depends on what the palace's ruler thinks of the place. We'll likely find that out if we keep pushing forward.
Is that so? By the way,
What's the matter?
well, I'm not sure how to put it.
Oh look, your true outfit.
True outfit?
Oh, you mean this old thing? Yoshizawa-san aside, there's no reason for me to uphold the pretense of a righteous, sincere detective prince. Enough chatting. Let's move out.
Oh my god, Akechi. Soon. I can finally save so I can end the stream.
understand.
In the previous stream where we did a lot, we finally finished the Persona 5 storyline. And now we're introducing to Persona 5 Royal, to where, basically, we're in somewhat of a different time. We're not in a time paradox to where Futaba's mother has, like, come back from the dead. Morgana is a human. And, our popularity with the Persona, as the Phantom Thieves was completely different. And right now we're teaming up with Akechi and Kasumi to discover this hidden palace that we found earlier back in the game in October. So this is very weird, but we'll see what happens here, folks. We're just gonna get right into the move on here. It's very spooky. Whoa.
We found a treasure chest. I wonder what's inside.
It's good to have Kasumi in our group now, and now Keiji with his true form. Whoa. This place feels different than it did last time. That was a few months ago, wasn't it? There could have been a change of heart since then. Do you remember how far you went in last time? I think it was beyond that door. That's when Senpai came to help me. I see. So you're only familiar with the area close to the entrance. Let's keep going.
Depart.
Okay. I'm gonna take that.
I have something.
What is this? I wonder what this could be. There's so many people here. This is definitely different from the last time. Welcome and thank you for coming, patients. You will be guided into one of our specialty care facilities according to your individual desires. We will assist in each and every one of you. Rest assured, everyone can be happy. Should you have any questions about the facilities, feel free to bring them to our staff and members nearby. What a strange announcement. Strange announcement. Become happy? What kind of place is this?
I'm gonna cry.
What the heck? Very strange. Whoa!
Those geysers. You aren't among those who desire salvation.
We got business here.
Leave. You are unwanted intruders. Do not disturb our Lord's research. This world's salvation.
The language of a shadow is a hint into its ruler's ideology. This one sounds rather cultish, for example. Sorry, but we're going to pass through there now. We don't have the time to waste on peons like yourself.
Why do you willingly strive for self-suffering? Why are you reaching out to your own pain?
Yoshizawa-san, you can do this, right?
Yes. Ready whenever.
It'll be too much trouble to go about this haphazardly. I'll provide the support. Look at this scum pile up. Fine by me. Time for a bloodbath.
Oh god, I forgot Akechi's mentally insane, so my bad. Well, he's just mentally not there. But don't worry, the bromance is alive.
It's been quite a while. Nothing gets me quite as excited as this.
Akechi-san.
Now, time to obliterate them.
All right.
Feel my power.
Oh my god, Loki now. Colossal damage to one foe.
To me, Loki!
Holy shit.
Let's dance! Show them, Sondrion!
Good! One got knocked out.
Persona!
My baton pass.
We could kill them faster if we knew their weakness.
Go for it!
Sure, find it.
Oh my god, Akechi's the Navi.
Ravage them!
Nicely done.
Nice move, Yoshizawa-san.
Persona!
What to do here?
Go down.
Wow, that killed them. Holy shit, that's powerful.
I think we handled that rather well, didn't we? Especially considering the last-minute arrangement of our team and all. Yoshizawa-san?
Yes. So that shadow, it said something about research, and also something about pain.
It mentioned salvation as well. All this seems to indicate that the palace's ruler is not in his or her right mind. Oh? I seem to have found a map to this place. Let's make good use of it.
So I've only shared pleasantries with Akechi-san. Would you say this is how he normally is? Like a ruthless sort of person?
Just everyday Akechi.
I see.
What say we save the idle chatter for later and keep moving? Unless teaming up with a ruthless sort of person is too much for you to handle.
Looks like we're busted.
Get used to it. He's just my boy Akechi. Find the palace ruler.
The cognitive effects are weakening.
All
It's
right.
a safe room. Shall we take a rest?
Okay, now he's X normal.
Let's do it.
He acts completely normal. What the heck? That's so weird. He acts completely normal.
Let's get back to it.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Let's just go away. Just go away.
What?
That voice. Look. No way.
Their father.
Everyone will be arriving soon. Mom, Grandma. Yes, she'll be here too. I'm sure she'll be here once she's able to calm down. Why? Why?
Dad? Why?
That was your father in the video just now, wasn't it, Yoshizawa-san? And the one he was speaking to.
Sumire, my younger sister. Sumire Yoshizawa. I mentioned to you that I've lost a family member, right? But how was this video?
Are you okay?
I'm sorry. I don't know what's been wrong with me lately. I've been getting this feeling like I need to remember something, but at the same time, I oughtn't remember it.
Can you still walk, Yoshizawa-san? Whatever it is that's happening, we have to keep going if we hope to learn more about it.
Yes, I'm all right. Let's go.
Hey. When was it that you said you became acquainted with Yoshizawa-san?
after transferring here.
I see. Anyway, let's move out. I suspect we still have a long way to go.
Laser pointer. Wow.
This place is enormous. What could this room be?
You seem to be in pain again. Are you all right?
I'm fine. It's just that I can't stop thinking about that video we saw earlier.
You mean the one about Sumire-san?
Yes. Let's keep pushing. I need to find out why that was shown to me.
I wonder who this palace ruler is. Very strange in my opinion.
You were misguided. Do not search for pain. Only tragedy awaits you beyond here.
A newcomer.
All these warnings of pain and tragedy. Who is your ruler? Why do you all think you know so much about me? If you won't give me an answer, then I'll just force my way through.
Here we go again.
Stop rushing into things. Just calm down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is it. Time your attacks with mine.
Right.
Persona!
Go down!
Brute force won't do anything here. They're resistant to physical attacks.
Persona! Victory is ours! That was just
Oh, what?
practice.
Persona! Loki!
That works. Slaughter them.
That shows them our real power!
Oh my god, Akechi.
Nice move, Yoshizawa-san. Persona.
Alright, let's just finish him off. What the heck? They just give up? What? They're weak. Weak sauce.
With this power.
With this power.
Such a fool, rejecting our Lord's mercy. In that case, witness it for yourself.
Now what?
Oh, wow. The crowd is going wild. Their cheers are shaking the stadium to welcome a new heroine to the world of competitive gymnastics.
Huh?
Thank you so much. I'm simply thrilled with the results I had today.
What the? She almost looks like Kasumi, but with brown hair.
Exceeded anything seen before in the junior class. It was absolutely stunning. But you'll be entering high school soon. Will that impact your career in gymnastics? Oh, I have no intentions of stopping. It's my dream to compete and win at the international level. How wonderful. One last question. Is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out while you have the chance? My younger sister. She should be here in the stadium.
What?
Oh, there she is. Sumire.
Kasumi.
Sumire, I did it! Both of us have the same dream, to be international champions.
Stop.
Yoshizawa-san, you're...
I really hope this helped you understand.
Wait, what?
a man's voice.
If you keep pushing on like this, you're going to find nothing but heartache. Please, won't you stop fighting this and just return to the current reality?
Nothing but heartache, huh? I don't understand what you're saying, but I have no intention of leaving now.
Please don't tell me. No.
We are in agreement there. We also refuse to do as you say. Now why don't you drop the big voice behind the curtain act and face us directly?
As you wish. Head on down. I'll meet you there.
He agreed to that much more readily than I expected. Perhaps the palace's ruler really will make his appearance.
Kasumi, are you okay?
Thanks for your concern. But I'm fine, really. Let's go.
Kasumi Yoshizawa, eh?
Something tells me she might not be Kasumi, but someone else, like her younger sister. Because that person just looks like Kasumi's face, but with brown hair. Kasumi has orange hair. It's him.
Is he this palace's...
It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
Dr. Maruki?
Glad to see you're all doing well. I pretty much figured that you would end up infiltrating this place. Truth be told, this isn't how I was hoping we would meet again.
Dr. Maruki, you're the ruler of this palace?
Palace?
A place where distorted desires manifest. We're asking if you're the source of the desires here.
Ah, I see. Well, to use your own words, yes, I am this palace's ruler. But in my case, it seems a tad different from the ones you've seen.
Would we also be correct in believing that you're involved in the abnormalities outside the palace as well?
Yes, you would. Do you like the reality I created for you?
You created it?
That's right. I have gained the power to alter reality, to make it whatever the people wish for.
I didn't wish for this.
Is that how you really feel? The old reality was cruel and unfair. The truth is, Yoshizawa-san suffers immense pain each and every time she taps into her forgotten past.
My... past? Dr. Maruki? What do you mean? What's happened to me?
Alright, I had honestly hoped that all those warnings you were given would change your minds. But if it's your true desire, then I want you to recall who you really are. And I want you two to learn as well. Once you have, you'll need to choose between the two realities. The merciless one, or the one I've formed.
What the hell?
That's... Today was brutal, huh? Oh. Feeling okay? It's not that. Why am I doing so bad? I keep messing up my routine. Your growth spurts just changed your eye level. You'll get used to it. Look, you're as tall as I am now. We practice the same amount. But you are the one who always gets first place. I can't catch up to you, Kasumi. You know why? Because it's my right as the elder sister. We're in the same grade, though. Oh, don't be so down. We'll reach the top of the world together. That's our dream, right? You don't get it. Huh? You'll never understand how I feel. What? Kasumi. If I were like you, things would be so much better. Hey, wait up! Kasumi's the one that people want. Look where you're going! The light's red! Hey! The talented one who can reach the top of the world. Sumire, stop! Listen to me! Sumire! What? Kasumi.
She's Sumire? Sumire?
Seems you remembered.
What the heck?
That's right. I'm...
Kasumi?
Kasumi? No, that's not right. I'm not Kasumi.
The girl named Kasumi Yoshizawa is currently deceased.
It was last spring, before I started at Shujin. We were walking home from practice. It happened right there, on that street in the video. I wasn't looking where I was going. And Kasumi, she protected me from the car. I was saved by Kasumi. I robbed her of her dreams, and even her life.
I'm out of words.
I'm her younger sister, Sumire Yoshizawa.
I'll take over from here. After all, I do play a part in this story. Her real name is Sumire Yoshizawa. She's Kasumi-san's younger sister, but for months now, she's only seen herself as being Kasumi Yoshizawa, her deceased elder sister. Of course, it was only her cognition of herself that changed, so to the people around her, she was still Sumire-san. For some reason, though, there were a few rare exceptions to this. Did something happen to make you believe she was Kasumi-san?
It seems to be a Shujin Academy pocketbook. The name Kasumi Yoshizawa is written inside.
It appears you were clueless, but she was Sumire Yoshizawa from the start. However, when we watched that other video, she gave her name as Kasumi Yoshizawa. Considering such an odd claim, I'd actually suspected for a moment that she was the palace ruler.
After Kasumi died, but before I started at Shujin, I received counseling from Dr. Maruki. That was when I told him, if Kasumi is gone and can't make her dream come true, then I want to become Kasumi, so I can turn her dream into reality for her.
So that's why you meddled with her cognition? For her own wishes? That's right. Limited as it was, I already had the power at the time to actualize her wish. Put yourselves in her shoes for a moment. Sumire-san's older sister died from protecting her. Imagine surviving such a dismal tragedy. Who would be able to cope with that survivor's guilt, let alone heal from the emotional scarring that she's suffered? If Sumire-san can live a healthy, positive life by becoming Kasumi-san, then I believe that reality is what would make her happy.
I've had enough of your high and mighty rationalization. All you really did was use her to try and make everyone acknowledge the validity of your research.
So that's how you see things, huh? That's quite unfortunate. Of course I wanted society to acknowledge cognitive science through my research. But that's because my goal is to save everyone in the world like Yoshizawa-san by ending all suffering. My work will convert the wishes of the people into reality. Even as we speak, my research is coming to fruition. No one will ever have to suffer again under the yoke of an unfair world. This palace, you called it? It's a place where its ruler's desires take physical form, yes? I wish to utilize my research to save humanity. I suppose that would be the desire I hold dearest.
What total nonsense.
You could very well be right. Still, I'm entirely serious about changing our imperfect reality. Just as she was saved by becoming Kasumi, I'll save every other person in the world currently suffering. In fact, it's my responsibility to do so. You can see how this world's bestowed the duty upon me.
Is that truly salvation?
The cruelties of history will vanish, and everyone will live their lives just as they've always dreamed them to be. If you don't call that salvation, then what would it be?
And you assume we'll buy into your brainwashing and just live in the palm of your hand. Honestly, that sounds absolutely revolting.
Alright, so that's your answer, Akechi-kun. How about the others? Yoshizawa-san, allow me to ask you yet again, which reality is it that you wish to inhabit?
Huh?
If you so desire, you can return to your life as Sumire. But if you'd rather continue your life as Kasumi, I can grant that wish for you as well.
Dr. Maruki...
Believe in yourself.
It's impossible. I'm sorry, Senpai. I can't go back to being her. I can't be the one who led her sister to her death.
Please don't judge her. This is just evidence of how painful life is for her. You two sensed doubts forming in the reality I manifested. That's what brought you here. But please, remember this as well. You two aren't excluded from the people that I wish to save. Come now. Won't you accept my reality for your own happiness?
I'll find my own happiness.
No deal so far, huh?
What do you think you're doing with her?
I won't harm her. It's in her best interest that you turn back. You've made clear that you reject the reality she desires. The reality where she lives as Kasumi Yoshizawa.
This isn't reality.
It saddens me when you speak that way. Don't you understand? You deny her wishes when you say such things.
Her wishes, huh?
This isn't just for her. I'm doing all of this for yourselves as well. I honestly do want to come to terms with you. We should talk. think about it. You both have dreams, no? I have the power to make them come true. My reality can become just the way you like.
Total waste of my time.
A shame, but I understand.
Well then, we just have to resort to force now, don't we?
Violence is not my thing. I agree, though. It seems we're out of options here.
Time to fight. Are you ready? Keep up, and don't embarrass me.
Here we go. Kasumi. Oh, Kasumi.
Disgusting. We're not here to listen to your bullshit. Feel my power.
Wowee. That's a lot of damage.
Scotty. There. You make that look easy, Joker. Good.
That works. Kneel.
Okay. Persona. Hail Rider. Persona. That should do. Persona! You're mine. Feel my power.
Come on. What?
No, such pathetic attempts won't be enough. Come.
Huh?
This just won't go down. We're about to lose a lot of...
Accept his mercy. Give yourselves over to him.
Could you just quit running your mouth already? I need to shut that thing up. Give me a hand. Move!
Oh, showtime! Akechi and Joker showtime!
Let's go!
Epic.
Not bad for an improvised technique. Shall we continue this? I'm fairly certain any further negotiating is pointless.
That seems to be the case, unfortunately. But first, I have an idea. Rather than explain it with words, I'd like you to actually see this new reality with your own eyes. I know that your friends are already enjoying it.
Let us help her.
That I cannot do. As I said before, she wishes to live in the reality where she is Kasumi. There's no way I can hand her over to you with matters as they currently are. I already told you that I won't harm her, and I'll swear by it. Don't worry about her. Go. Look at the reality I've created for you all. Once you've seen the results, I know you'll realize which future is best.
You think we'll just obey your orders?
I apologize, but you really are going through with this, even if it's by force.
We'll meet again 1 week from today, January 9th. I genuinely pray that you'll change your mind by then.
He got away. We shouldn't chase him too far. Let's say we head back for now.
Wow.
I had spent all that time investigating the people around you so I could set you up. To think, Takuto Maruki of all people would be the mastermind behind this absurd situation. And he happens to be warping the very fabric of reality while ranting about making everyone's dreams come true. Talk about incomprehensible motives. I can't even wrap my head around such intentions. At any rate, we need to figure out our next steps.
We need to save Sumire.
Don't you think it'd basically be suicide to try and save her in our current state? We need intel first. If we're going to stand up to him, we have to know more than nothing. I'll do some investigating on my own. I hate that we have to do what he says, but Maruki told us we have to wait until January 9th. Let's meet up here next week. Although, I imagine both our lives will be very different if you choose to live in this reality as your friends have been.
This is reality that Maruki created. There's no point of obsessing over it now. I should go back to my room. Okay, wow. That's actually really interesting, to be honest. Welcome home. You sure wore out late. It's me. I discovered something that I thought I should tell you right away. I called Yushizawa's house to see what I learned. I believe she's been at a training camp since yesterday. I think Maruki is really changing our physical reality as he sees fit. That's scary. No kidding. This is the first time I've ever witnessed such a power that even comes too close to this magnitude. Even the great Phantom Thieves you're so proud of fell in line with his scheme. You're going to see if you can change their minds, aren't you? Well, fine. I suppose we can use the manpower. You can actually bring them to their senses, that is. That's wholly dependent on whether you or not they're capable of leaving the reality they're supposedly wished for. I'll focus on investigating Maruki further. You do what you need to do. Got it. Well, I'll reach out to you should anything come up. Good night. Was that catchy? You seem to be getting along really well lately. Hey, so I was thinking, why don't us Phantom Thieves all go to a hot spring together sometime? Then Lady Ann and I can. How does that sound? Perfect, right? We should ask the rest of the gang too soon. Rather than explain it with words, I'd like to see you actually see this new reality with your own eyes. I know that your friends are already enjoying it at Zumocon. Seems like this reality is one that we're gonna wish for. Alright, we have to hit the hay for today. The bed may be a tad too cozy for the both of us. Oh well, I'll just start sleeping on the sofa instead. You're one handsome guy. Huh? What does that have to do with anything? I mean, I do appreciate the compliment. you like this reality? Like reality, like the one we fought for with everyone else. So wait, did I mean by? That doesn't seem right. I got captured in Kamoshida's palace, and that's when I met you guys. When we go to Mementos, I transform into. Keeps thinking it through. Okay. I got to be useful for humans that I admired so much. Nothing can make me happier. What was... Sorry, I'm gonna go out and do some thinking for a bit. You should get some sleep. It all seems I can wait. All I can do now is wait. Alrighty. This is very interesting in my opinion. Like, this is a very unusual, like, to think that Moruki was this palace ruler. But he's not like any other palace ruler in my opinion. Moruki said that your friends are already enjoying it. I should go see them. It is now the daytime. Where's everyone? I should look for them while I check around out the town. No time to shop. It looks so cool. My little coat jacket feels so special.
Shibuya. This is Shibuya.
Hey, did you hear?
Train doors are now closing.
It's so weird and strange that this is now a different reality.
Wait.
It's on.
For real?
Oh my god, you did it, Shio. I know you could. It's all really thanks to you supporting me, Aeon. I really appreciate it. Oh, I don't need the one that deserves the credit. You keep up your best for effort and then you finally become recognized. Haro, I can't believe it. Over here. Talk about a coincidence. It's been a while since the last time you saw Shiho, right? Long time no see, Izumo-kun. Do you remember me? Shiho, right? Wow, you remember me. We didn't even get to talk all that much since I transferred to another school, so it's earlier into the semester. Of course he remembers you. He has to remember. With all the bragging I've told him about how amazing my BFF is at volleyball. Oh, on. Sorry to have you put up with that, Izumo-kun. Shiho was the MVP at the big meet the other day. Not only is she was in the starting lineup, but she scored more points than anybody else. No wonder she's the start of the team. I'm so proud of you, Shiho.
Jeez.
Oh, you're too much. Two women being with joy. It seems this reality is what On wished for. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Shiho's coming back to our school. Everyone in volleyball knows that Jujin's the top school when it comes to that sport. That's how I was able to convince my parents to let me transfer back after a little bit more begging. I was so sad when she transferred for her parents' job, but it all ends and ends well. I feel like everything's just perfect. Are you happy with Shiho now? Huh? What does that mean? Of course I am. Do you prefer things this way? This way? I mean, both you and Shiho are here, and everything's going too great. It's definitely better than the alternative one, like when we...
But...
Something is, I remember being so cornered that I just wanted to die, but then I met everyone and... Keep thinking on it. What is that? Shiho's still alive, even after all the things that made her want to die. You have no right to run from this. Huh? What's wrong? Are you okay? I'm fine. I'm just feeling a bit tired. Why don't we go find some place and sit and relax for a bit?
Sorry.
Sorry, Ho. I'll call you later.
Bye.
See you soon, Azuma-kun. Azuma-kun. Ugh. It all seems I can do now is wait. I guess I should head home. So one by one, I'm just talking to different teammates. Aunt seemed happy to be with Shiho, and who is continue playing with volleyball, but this is how truly things should be. I should check up on the other members tomorrow. There has to be someone I haven't checked up on yet. I should go see him. Morgana's here. Maybe he knows where everyone else is.
Hey, you have a minute?
Are you looking for someone? Haru, she was just thinking about setting up a shop in Kyochi. She went to inspect a new location with the president. She looked very happy for doing a bunch of busy work. Sorry, but this is all you need. I kind of want to be alone. Wow. His voice changed too. Head to Shibuya.
Shibuya. This is Shibuya.
Makoto. Ah. Oh, Haru, what a coincidence. We were just doing a bit of shopping. But soon we're going to celebrate our dad receiving a Superintendent General Award. That's unbelievable. Come on, Makoto, you don't need to raise your voice over it. Remember Dad telling you earlier to just act like it's no big deal? Sorry, I just couldn't help it. I'm just so thrilled for him. It's like he's finally getting the recognition he deserves.
You're correct.
Well, I do feel the same way. But, so, what groceries do we need to pick up before we head home? I wonder what Dad would like me to cook. I made eggplant miso soup for your birthday. You had fried mackerel on yours, right? I can still remember how you pestered Dad about it until he cooked it for you.
Hey!
This, didn't pester him. He asked me what I wanted to eat for my birthday. The two of them are beaming with joy. It seems that this reality is the one Makoto wished for.
Hey!
I just had an idea, Haru. Would you like to join us for dinner tonight? Oh, I guess you don't. I don't know what we're having yet, though. Don't you think he's possibly already has plans by now? Look at you, little Miss Outgoing. Where does the turnabout come from? Eh? Oh no, that's not what this is. You seem very happy.
Do you think?
Yes, you think so? Has your dad been supportive? That, of course. He's done such a great job as a single parent, and...
No, but...
Wait, something's wrong. Mom died, so Dad raised us alone. And sis... I'll be waiting for you. What are you saying? But I'll be okay. I finally found a place where I belong. And just... Makoto, what's wrong? Oh no, I'm sorry, it's nothing. Sorry, Haru. We need to have more shopping to do. I'll see you later.
I'm sorry.
Sorry about that. We'll chat again soon. All he seems to do now is wait. I guess I should head home. People are starting to believe or think about their previous experience. The shrine on New Year's, but I don't have any wishes. Isn't my dog cute? With a Komodo and a Hakama? Hey, didn't your dog... Oh, never mind. My New Year's money. I'm gonna use it on mommy, of course. I need my teacher to look over my work soon. Makoto seems happy to be able to spend time with both her father and sister. But is this truly how things should be? I should check up on the other members tomorrow. There has to be someone I haven't checked up on yet. I should go see them. F for Shibuya.
Shibuya.
This is Shibuya.
Wait. I'm so bummed. How delightful.
Take a gate. Let's go to a different area. School gate.
I hope I can do it.
It's Ryuji. And he's with the Trek Boys. Nakaoka. Whoa. You mean you got scouted by that college?
Whoa.
Pipe down, stupid. I'm not sure for nothing yet, but anyway. I'm just saying school's gotten word of something like that. So that rules. You even made it onto the podium at nationals too. I was worried about what would happen if you screwed up your knee, but I'm glad you were able to bounce back.
No way, man.
I'm just jumping. You're just still jumping the gun with this. I'm still trying to do my best so I don't get laughed off on the team for you guys. Ryuji's is laughing happily with the other members of the track team. It seems this reality is for what Ryuji wished for. Well, you still doing? What are you still doing here? It's still winter break. Or maybe he stopped to congratulate you too. Maybe, man, someone sure is popular. Is there anywhere you want to go eat after practice? It's our treat today. Oh, that's actually nice. That's nice of you guys. How about an extra large beef bowl and some pork and miso soup? And why don't you come with us, Haruo? Happy you can run, enjoying the return to track. Yeah, it's fun. But what do you mean? It's just what I like doing, you know. I get all down when I'm not running. So your leg's fine now, huh?
Hey.
My leg? Oh, you're worried about me? It's totally fine. No, dude. No problems there. That injury a while back. Wait. And that was Kamoshida's fault. Wait. So, wait, what? Ain't something wrong here? How do we know each other anyhow? First we met in front of the station by school, then. I'll be waiting for you.
Huh?
Sure. It's now or never. Here goes. Ah!
Whoa.
Whoa, what the hell is that? You okay, Sakamoto? Yeah, what happened to you guys at the station? Nothing.
See ya.
Sorry, I gotta get back to practice and see ya. Yeah, all seems I could do now is wait. Be right back, everybody. Alright, I guess I should head home because I'm back. Work, I have that day off today. I can't be feeling sick when I get a promotion. I don't remember having fancy clothes like this. It's like they're for a night job. Huh? You're not an employee here? Come on, I know you were working here last year. Let's take it easy instead of going crazy trying to hit our quota, huh? You going to work? I thought you quit. People don't even care about the fandom with these anymore. Usually seems sincerely happy about able to run with his fellow track team. But is this truly how things should be? I should check with the other members tomorrow. So we got Yusuke, Futaba, and Haru. I wonder who's next. If someone I haven't checked up on yet, I should go see them. Maybe I should head over to Shibuya. Head to Shibuya.
Shibuya. This is Shibuya.
Exactly.
Hmm?
I'm so pumped.
How delightful. Don't joke around. Exactly.
Go to a different area. I see Yusuke in the distance. He seems to be viewing the painting. What should I do? Speak to him.
What a coincidence.
Oh, you came here too, Haru. I was just thinking about contacting you. Take a look. My mother's painting is receiving the public attention that it deserves. It's on display for this week only. I'm so glad we were able to get this chance to view it together. I'm truly blessed. I've waited for so long to see this painting. My drive here to create a masterpiece of this caliber grows stronger every day. But thanks to my sensei's patronage, each day also brings me closer to painting of such an impactful work. Nothing in the world could make me happier than I am at this moment. Who patronage was that?
Indeed.
My sensei, of course, Madarame. Even after mother's passing, Sensei never stopped advocating her work to the public. Not only that, but she took me in and cared for me when I lost my only family. I truly cannot thank him enough. Yusuke is so happy. It seems that this is the reality that once Yusuke wished for. Oh, I just had a wonderful idea. Won't you come join us for dinner? Sensei's very interested in meeting you. Don't worry, he even paid for the meal. Is Madarame a good sensei?
Yes.
Yes, I said so, but what's this about out of the blue? That Sayuri looks great. That's Sayuri, that's not the painting's name. No, wait. Something's not right. I'll be waiting for you. What is it? Could I be making some mistakes that I did before? Think that this painting was the source of Madarame's most distorted desires. The only saving grace is that my mother won't know of what transpired. Or will I...
My apologies.
Actually, I'm sorry. But I'd like to be alone for now. Seems all I can do now is wait. Guess I should head home. Go back home and you soon off to fulfill your dreams. School, it's really fun. I made some friends too. I didn't even go to the store out of that store. Then that store ought to go out of business, or I guess not. I don't have time. We don't have great sales, but it's fine for someone. Fine for me. Blech, I can't speak English. Blech. Yusuke seems happy about his mother's work. Sayuri being recognized as a work of art. But does this thing how truly things should be? I should take up on the other members tomorrow. I'm assuming Haru's gonna be about like her father is alive and well, and he's not corrupt. All right, let's do this. Oh, I can't even do it. Head for Shibuya. This is Shibuya. Alrighty. Station Square. Kichiyoshi or Akihabara. I think Akihabara would be where Futaba is.
Thank you.
There's Futaba.
Oh, man.
Well there, Futaba. I thought you just came here to buy a video game. But, can't you feel it? All the limited editions and the gaming gear, it's the source fault for not being a one-stop shopping emporium for gamers. So, Mom. No, ma'am. Do you think I can get some supplemental... I get supplemental grants with nothing with but puppy dog eyes? Motion for additional feeling denied. My case was dismissed. Haruo? Hey, look who's ended upon someone with us. Come on, hurry up and pick something up for her. You want to get lunch after this, right? We can take him too now. Oh, what a thoughtful gentleman. Hear that, Futaba? Sojiro is gonna treat us all to lunch. Don't go putting words in my...
Really?
Really? Then back to LeBlanc? People, it's curry time. You eat all that all the time though. Cause it's the best. You really can't get enough of that curry, can you, Futaba? I mean, she does have a point. Thanks for the glowing review. The three of them are smiling at each other. It really seems that this is the one that Futaba really wished for. Sound good, Haruo? I know you know how awesome Sojiro's curry is. Goes great with his coffee. Yeah, Sojiro made it exactly for that reason. Mom helped improve the flavor too. Something's not... Isn't this like a beautiful dream? What's that supposed to mean? What are you getting at? It's a dream, no, but... You can figure this out.
Huh?
I don't get it. Come on, why don't you just tell me? I won't let the distorted lies deceive me anymore. What was that? Are you alright? You two are getting a bit weird. How could the case of raging... Could it be a case of raging hormones? Look how serious they both gotten.
I'm okay.
It's nothing. Let's go, Mom. The curry can't wait. Haruo's still got some stuff to do, I assume. We'll see. Well, see ya. Hey, Futaba, don't just take off like that. Well, we're gonna head back. Come by for some grub when you're doing whatever it is you're doing. When you're done with doing whatever it is you're doing. All I can seem to do now is wait. Guess I should head home. My little sister's been telling me to fix her PC. She's always been the bossy type. Study abroad? No thanks. I have a great time here. You work at a maid cafe? Wow, I never would have guessed you with you. Oh, really? It's like the best job I ever had. Have the store attendants have always been so friendly? Futaba seemed happy about being able to spend her daily life with her mother and Sojiro. She loves it very much. But is this how things truly should be? Check with them under the birds tomorrow. So we just got Haru left before we had to go talk to Maruki again. Should go see them. Head for Shibuya. This is Shibuya. We just go. So we just gotta go to see what happens next here. And next is Kichiochi. It's his dad. I mean, her dad. The amount of pedestrian traffic here is well within our threshold. This would be a fine location for a new store.
Yes.
I agree. The research says that community is most interested in high-quality ingredients in a modern store and design. Perhaps this location should be focused on more organic procedure and a simple but elegant interior.
My.
Oh, Haru-kun, I didn't expect you to run into you here. What are you up to? I'm having up my father today. We're here to inspect a potential site for a new company store. Is this a friend of yours? He has been a wonderful friend to me. He's an underclassman at my school. Oh, to think you have a male friend, Haru. Are you truly just friends?
Wait!
Jeez, father, don't jump to conclusions like that. Calm down, Haru. I'm merely teasing. But still, we're such a man to appear in your life. Make sure you tell me right away. Understand? Oh, father, is that jealousy I'm detecting? Haru and her father are enjoying each other's company. It really seems that this reality is the one Haru wished for. It's been quite some time since I last saw Haru like this. You truly must be a wonderful friend to her. But please keep being good to her as you have been. After all, my daughter's happiness is my own happiness. Father. Oh, would you take care to do something together, Haru-kun? We have a bit of free time. We can go grab a coffee or something. How's business?
I'm not so sure.
I don't know about the details. I'm just helping out my father. He's been busy, but the staff's been holding on their own end. They're out scouting new business locations too. Oh no, I think things are finally going quite well. Oh, you do next? Well, my next steps would be, I plan to work alongside my father and help him. What is this? I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'll be waiting for you. Oh, okay. What happiness can be found through profit by crushing the hearts of others.
Excuse me?
What? That was just... What's the matter? Oh, nothing, father. Nothing really. You must be getting exhausted after this surveying. Why don't we take a break somewhere? My apologies for cutting this short. I hope we do have a chance to speak more in the future. Until next time. It all seems now I can wait. Now is wait. Guess I should head home. And that is everybody.
It's me. I've uncovered a few things in my investigation this week, so I thought I'd share my findings with you.
By all means.
First, regarding Maruki himself, he's been researching the treatment of patients through changes in their cognitions since his college years. You already knew about that, correct?
He told me himself.
Maruki's work apparently had enough investors that he was planning to break ground on a research facility somewhere. And as you know, those plans never came to fruition. His funding was cut off, and his research was ended for him.
His research was stalled. So research was stalled.
It's probable. However, we can't be certain of the reason why. At least with our current understanding. What was the purpose of his research into cognitive science? Doesn't it feel like there's more to the story? For example, maybe his research was stymied by someone else for their own reasons. Anyway, that's all I could dig up about Maruki's history. The only thing that's become clearer is his stance on using cognitive science. He's dead serious about saving people. He distorted reality itself to make his dream come true. I can only imagine how delighted he is right now. That reminds me. There was one more thing I wanted to tell you about the reality Maruki's put us in. It seems that Okumura and Wakaba are both considered alive by all accounts.
They're not dead anymore?
They aren't mere illusions or cognitive beings. They truly are alive and existing in this world. In fact, their deaths seem to have never taken place at all in this reality.
What happened to Shido?
Shido was the only one arrested on the crime of attempting to overthrow the government. It seems the Phantom Thieves were causing a stir in this society as well. But there's no record of your arrest now. Basically, in this reality, you and I haven't committed any crimes. I don't understand how Maruki was able to distort reality to such extremes. But at the very least, he was being honest when he told us that he'd make such revisions, and rather convenient ones.
Oh, gotta fix the... There you go, gotta fix that bit. Oh. What do you make of it?
Remaining in this Maruki revised reality means living under his thumb forever. And I refuse to live like that. I'll be the one to choose my path. That's how I've lived up to now, and it's going to continue from here till the end. But what about you? You saw them for yourself, didn't you? Your friends seem to have taken a liking to... Don't tell me you've changed your mind after seeing them.
Don't worry about it.
I see. I pray your answer doesn't change when we face Maruki tomorrow. That takes care of the info I wanted to share. See you soon.
See you in Odaiba.
Are you going somewhere tomorrow?
With Akechi to the stadium.
With Akechi? You guys are really hitting it off lately. Of course, that's not a bad thing. Hey, so, about what you said before, you know, that stuff about my happiness? Sorry, it's nothing. Good night.
Tomorrow we eat with Maruki. I should go to bed earlier tonight. I guess we gotta save it. This is so weird. 106 hours of playtime. Is there an age limit? I don't know if it is.
So, you came. Based on the look in your eyes, I'm guessing your friends aren't going to be of any use to us.
I'm sure they'll come around.
Oh, yes. Because I'm sure you're all just as close as you were before reality was changed. Well, there's no point in griping about it out here. Are you ready? As I mentioned yesterday, it's quite likely that we'll have to confront Maruki physically. If you're not prepared for such a contingency, then please go and take care of your affairs as quickly as possible.
Do we just talk to him? Oh my god, Akechi's just like...
How about this?
Are you ready?
Now.
Good to go.
Let us depart.
Well, I mean, there's nothing we can do, can we?
Excuse me, is, Whoa. Hey guys.
Looks like we've all had the same idea.
Are you here to speak with him as well?
Kinda. So, he's not here? He left around noon. Said he was meeting up with Akechi.
Sojiro said if we need to talk about stuff, we can use this place for a while.
Cool.
You know, he asked me the other day, something along the lines of whether or not I'm okay with how things are. At first I didn't know what he was talking about, but as he kept going, his words started making my chest feel all tight.
I know what you mean. And ever since then, it's like something isn't right in my heart anymore.
I have no complaints about my current life. On the contrary, in fact. I am truly happy with it. So, in that case, what is this inkling of a feeling I have deep in my soul?
Damn it. I'm so bad at figuring out this sort of stuff. Hey, do you think maybe we're all running away from something super important? I've been kind of wondering for a while now. Maybe the reason his words hurt so much is because he's right. But I was too scared to admit that for some reason. That's why I pretended I didn't understand what he meant.
When I was speaking with him, I felt like I caught a glimpse of this mysterious sight. Something that shouldn't have happened, but still, I felt like I shouldn't turn away from it.
Same here.
And myself as well. It seems that we really have lost sight of something precious to us after all.
Oh shit. Ignore what just happened, my bad.
That might be. But I'm so scared to remember what it is. If I remember that, I feel like my life as I know it is gonna end. Oh, Futaba. But even still, I don't want to feel this way anymore either. Me too.
Guess that's it, huh? He was trying to tell us all something important, and I bet he's probably still working on it somewhere. Ain't no way I'm gonna bail on him just so I can keep running from whatever it is.
When I had that strange experience you all mentioned, I saw him and the rest of us there together. I want to believe the connection we share here is a genuine one.
Well, I know if we don't do something soon, we're gonna lose our connection with him. Don't ask how I know. It just feels like the truth to me.
I admit I am happy right now, but I just can't accept the situation as it is.
Morgana looking like a piece, like a snack.
I'm done with trying to escape my problems.
What? And Morgana's back to a cat. Rip Morgana. He used to be an actual human. Now he's no longer there.
Well,
let's figure out what Muramuki is first. I don't want to waste any time here about this aimlessly. We encountered an information guide after going up to that elevator. If he intends to welcome us into so graciously, perhaps we'll come across another guide soon. But before I forget, I suspect the battles are going to get even tougher from here out due to our lack of manpower. Focusing on our own abilities is fine, and but depending on the situation, is more efficient to team up. The combination move we pulled off before, that wasn't half bad.
All right.
Yeah, of course. That all depends on whether or not you keep up with me. We get the Akechi and Joker showtime. Just entered in a regular way. I think there was someone around here. VIP patients identified. We will now begin the grand tour. The auditorium is now open. The master awaits you there with the patient that you seek. Please enter the door through on the left-hand side of the entrance hall. Just as I thought, they're politely informing us of our location. That must be the door. Let's go. Ah, shit. I fucked that up.
Strong ones too.
I feel that miserably.
Let's go. Ravage them!
What?
Manifest!
Jesus, Akechi, you're overpowered.
Let's do this! Let's do this, Joker!
Oh, heck yeah.
I mean, we can do better. That hits the spot.
There we go.
Pretty sad performance on their part. Okay. Okay, let's hurry. Joker?
There's a chest. Thank you for letting me know that.
I would wager there's a... It's a safe room.
It's a safe room, yeah.
I should write something.
I should write something, yeah. I wrote something, yeah.
Now, let us
Now
depart.
let us...
Hey,
I expect such hospitality in such a palace and all. Appears some sort of authentication device. We need a proper ID to proceed any further. Let's not head that way anyway. Let's forget about that for now. Alright. Just know that the Maruki's up ahead. Make sure you're ready. I mean, what else do we have left here? Oh my god.
Thank you for coming.
What's wrong with Sumure?
She's only sleeping. I've never had any intention of hurting her. Once her inner turmoil begins to settle, I'll have her remember her life as she wishes to live it.
the life that she wishes for, huh? Call it what you like. You're merely brainwashing people for your own satisfaction.
I'm wholly aware that some will interpret my acts that way. But if that self-satisfaction leads to the happiness of thousands of others, don't you agree that outcome is for the best? If I understand correctly, you went and checked in on your friends this past week. This reality is the one that they all wished for. Did any of them seem troubled by that fact?
Oh, are you jumping the gun with this? I'm just trying to do my best. I just don't want to get laughed off by the team by you guys.
This reality is the true reality. All you have to do is recognize it as such. Once you do, you'll be just as happy as they are. Didn't you see it yourselves? Your friends don't just want to live these lives. They want you to choose this reality for yourselves and live happily too.
This is reality. It's reality. I was so sad when she transferred from her parents' job, but all well ends well. But thanks to my sensei's patronage, each day it brings me closer to such impactful work. Such an impactful work.
Please, I want you to understand, for their sake, as well as yours.
I'm so thrilled for them. It's like he's finally deserves his recognition that he deserves. Really? Then back to LeBlanc people. It's curry time. Oh, father, isn't that jealousy I'm seeing, or whatever she said? My friends want to stay in this reality. That doesn't seem right. I got captured into Kamoshida's palace, and that's when I met you guys. When we go to Mementos, I transform into a... Is that really true?
Well, it's time.
If I accept Maruki's offer, My friends and I will be able to live happily in this reality he created, or so he thinks. If we stay in this world, we will really could lead happy lives, free from pain and suffering. But our memories will be distorted to allow for new circumstances. There's probably no way to avoid that.
For the sake of Yoshizawa-san and the rest of your friends, I ask you to give me your answer.
I can't accept this reality.
Huh?
Negotiations seem to have broken down.
I see. It seems we still haven't reached an understanding.
No. You're not serious, right? Please. I'm begging you, Senpai. Please let me live as Kasumi.
Don't hide from the truth.
But why? This pain is too much. Why can't I just leave it behind me? Kasumi is gone forever. And it's all Sumire's fault. I can't live that kind of life.
Oh no.
Please, don't try to stop me. If you do, then I'll...
Don't do this.
How stubborn. No matter what you say to her, I doubt she'll understand. I don't think we have a choice in the matter here. I could take care of it for you right now. But you'd prefer her to leave here alive, right? Just hurry up and end this.
Please, don't make me do this.
Oh my god, we're gonna fight Best Girl? Oh god.
I can't stop this. I refuse to live as Kasumi's killer.
Just accept it.
Persona! Ravage them!
Cendrillon!
Oh my god.
Persona! Scotty! Unicorn! Kushinada! Cerberus!
There we go.
Please don't do this to me.
Sumire.
Persona!
Just admit it.
Cendrillon! Please don't do this to me.
You are angered by your hate.
All right.
Persona!
It's time.
Don't let this happen to you.
There.
Why are you doing this to me? Please, just leave me alone. Please don't do this to me.
Persona. You're mine.
There we go.
Persona! Cendrillon!
What?
Think it through.
All right.
Scotty!
All right.
All right.
Come. Go down.
Persona!
Kasumi.
Persona!
Don't be like this.
Persona!
Let's go.
No way!
What?
Cendrillon!
Persona. Ravage them.
Cendrillon! Please, leave me
What?
alone.
I just got one shot. Wow, Kasumi just beat the crap out of me. Beginning of the battle. Yeah, we screwed that up. We were being too careless there. Alright.
Persona.
Karunda.
Persona!
Come. There.
Persona! No way! Persona!
Persona. Ravage them.
Persona!
Next up. Persona. All right.
No!
Attack down.
Persona! Cendrillon!
Son of a bitch.
Let's go. Scotty.
Cendrillon! I can't go back.
Come. Unicorn. Kuchinada. Cerberus. Kuchinada. There.
Attack up. Not again.
Please don't do this to me.
There we go.
Persona. Scotty. Hail Rider. Mizuguchi. There.
Come on.
Why are you doing this to me? Please, just leave me alone. Please don't do this to me.
Persona. You're mine.
Persona!
Useless. Let's go. Kuchinada.
All right.
Hail Rider. There.
Cendrillon!
It's time. You're mine.
Too slow.
What?
Come.
If I take another hit, better be safe than sorry.
Scotty! All right. Persona! Ravage them!
Persona!
Oh, come on.
Persona!
Calm down.
There we go.
Why?
Please accept it.
Looks like you lost.
Why?
You need to stop.
Senpai. No. I can't. I can't go back to being Sumire. You saw it all for yourself, Senpai. It's my own fault that my sisters... Why don't you understand? Please. I beg you.
Yoshizawa-san. I can give you strength, so you don't have to suffer.
Doctor.
Tell me, if you want your pain to end, and desire to live as Kasumi, I'll actualize it!
Did he?
Sadly, she has lost sight of herself. She's in pain. Now, be her guide, and together, escape from the nightmare!
No, I can't. I don't want to go back to my life in cinders ever again.
What the hell? This
Holy
so-called kindness
shit.
of his disgusts me. Let's do this quick.
I refuse to go back. I'm happy here. This is where I belong.
I'll rescue you. The only way I know how.
It's gone totally berserk. We need to stop her persona.
I'll take that.
It ate the smaller one? What a pain. We'll have to beat it before it heals itself again.
Using it.
Persona!
All right.
I won't hold back.
Persona!
You're mine.
Ah, crap.
Fear my power. That should do it.
I won't hold back.
Let's go.
All right. Curse won't work.
Pale Rider! Kuchinana!
Dun, dun. Oh, heck yeah. This work? What?
I'll break them. Manifest!
I'll take that.
Persona! There.
Can we attack this?
Persona! Persona! Oh yeah.
Damn it. There's no end to this. Just what the hell is this thing?
It's her persona, but
I
enraged.
refuse to return. I will never go back to being such pathetic, soot-coated garbage!
You can't tell? It's her refusal to accept the truth.
We can't afford to waste time on this shit. Here it comes.
I don't think so.
Wait, what? Ryuji! Oh!
Damn it, Skull. I told you not to rush in by yourself like that.
At least it seemed to work out in our favor.
You came.
Our apologies for making you wait so long.
Is that Akechi-kun and Dr. Maruki?
Yoshi's always trapped by... Why is her persona doing this? What in the world is going on here?
So much of this shit makes no sense, but we'll cover it later. We've got to stop her first, right, Joker?
All right, let's get in formation.
In a dry land. Oh yeah!
Leave the navigation to me. Let's push it back.
Unbelievable. Why did they come here?
For my joy!
Panther dodges with grace.
None will stand in my way!
Now we got reinforcements today.
Hail Rider! There! Persona! Persona! Shit!
Persona!
We're in a dry land.
Persona!
Again! Do it again! Oh yeah, I forgot.
Let's go!
Go! Power up!
Persona!
Now, now. Bow, bow.
You're mine. I'll break them.
I'll use my persona. How's this?
I will see joy! I'll take that!
Let's go. Go down.
Right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Go ahead.
I'll help you. On to the next. Persona.
And there we go.
It looks like it's working. Just hang in there a little longer. Persona.
Oh.
Persona. Eat this.
I won't hold back!
Damn it!
Stand
Crow got
down!
knocked down. He needs cover.
Not Crow.
Persona! Ravage them! Payback
Crow's up again. It's payback time.
Break them. Manifest!
Persona.
The damage. Look at all that damage.
Let's do this! They're wide open! Let's slaughter them! Come on!
Oh, I never felt so happy. I never feel so pumped. Never felt so pumped about this. And he's a goner.
I can hear them. The bells of midnight are tolling. Now, my dream won't be. The clock strikes midnight.
With this power. Hell yeah! A new move!
There we go.
Yoshizawa-san!
You've all... I can't believe you've thrown away your happiness just to come here and... And how? It's impossible.
You're Dr. Maruki, right?
That's right. More importantly, why are...
Dude, what the hell's Doc doing inside a palace?
He's ruling this palace, is what he's doing.
What?
Not only that, he's the one who's generated this whole distorted reality. Isn't that right, Maruki-san?
All of this was done for your own joy.
Our joy?
That's right. I only wanted to grant your wishes. Each and every one.
Wait, you what? What do you mean? We never wished for anything like that.
Is that really true?
Huh?
No, never mind. So, you all intend to deny the reality I've created for you. If you want to fight me, then so be it. If you plan on changing my heart, that's fine too. But before that, I think there's still room for discussion here. Also, I believe taking care of Yoshizawa-san is more important than settling this issue right now.
Planning to run again?
We can get back to fighting if that's what you really want, but I think you're rather exhausted at the moment.
Yoshizawa-san!
There's still time. February 3rd. I'll hear your final decision on the 3rd. If your views can't align with mine by then, we'll have no other choice but a physical altercation. As much as I would loathe that, I still can't give up what I've started. What I swore I'd do. On the day I lost everything that mattered to me.
I've lost his reading. I want to pursue him, but I doubt that's even possible right now.
Let's get out of here. Yoshizawa's gotta rest anyway.
I'm still just as shocked as I was when we first came here. The navigators returned to our devices. A palace is visible in our own reality.
Does this mean reality's broken right now or something? Something to do with Dr. Maruki anyway.
Hey, how much do you already know about this stuff?
I'll show 'em what I know so far.
So Dr. Maruki, he altered our reality to make our dreams come true?
This is all too much for me to handle at once.
Apologies for the interruption. Mind if I interject?
That's right! Akechi!
There's no reason to be defensive. Had I wished to kill you all, I would have simply done so already.
He's helping for
So
now.
you're not here to fight us?
I've already put our feud behind me. Not only that, since he and I both refuse to accept reality as Maruki sees fit to make it, we currently have the same goal.
So what you're saying is you're using him.
What about the rest of you? Considering how you were all living your ideal lives in that other reality, until you decided to come here, Maruki seems to be telling the truth about taking your happiness into consideration. While his heart is distorted, he is quite different from the adults whose hearts you've changed so far. Now that you know his intentions, I'm most interested in learning whether you still plan on fighting him or not.
What do you mean?
I'm up against someone with the power to distort reality as we know it. The more allies on my side, the better. If we all share the same goal, shouldn't we join forces and improve our odds? I'll be going now. Be sure to consider my point.
Hey! Hey! Jeez.
Yoshizawa, are you alright?
Are you okay?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry that I caused you all so much trouble.
No, you don't need to apologize.
We should probably go our separate ways for now and discuss it at a better time.
Yeah, tomorrow we can... Oh yeah, third semester's starting up tomorrow, right?
I guess we're going back to school, huh? We still don't have any idea what we want to do from here on out, though.
We've got time. Maruki said he'll wait until February 3rd before... Let's really think it over before making our decision.
Yo, welcome back. I didn't know you guys were out together. Wait, what's wrong, Futaba?
Hey, Sojiro, is Mom?
Mom? You mean Wakaba? Well, what about her?
Nah, it's nothing. It's just I happen to remember something about her, that's all.
I see. Okay, then. You know, I caught myself thinking about her earlier, too. Odd coincidence, huh? Well, I'm gonna head home for the night. How about you, Futaba?
I'm gonna stick around a bit longer.
I see. Don't stay out too late, all right? The place is all yours. You've got school tomorrow, too, so get to bed at a reasonable time.
Mom really is gone again. Sojiro sees it that way too now. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you what happened before we came to rescue you. We all ended up here at the same time after you left for Odaiba.
What was that?
Wait, you're...
What the?
Oh yeah, that's right. Why were you human, Mona?
Yeah! You're supposed to be a cat!
I am not a... Oh, wait. Yeah, I guess I am a cat.
How did we never realize?
You know, we've got more important things to do than sit around here and figure out what happened to us.
That's right!
You said he was headed to Odaiba, correct? And with Akechi-kun?
We need to find them.
Once we got to Odaiba, we spotted the palace. You know how the rest goes. You were fighting this whole time, weren't you? While I was just bumming around town without a care. I'm sorry. Deep down, I always suspected something strange was happening. But being with my mom was so much fun, I stopped trying to figure it out. But I've totally snapped out of it thanks to you. I'm all good now.
Are you sure?
Yep, no worries. I'm fine. What? School's tomorrow, right? You better not stay up late. You might end up oversleeping. We've all been through too much today. Let's try to get some sleep.
You got something to say? You are quite the looker.
What?
What do you look who you're talking about. How can I be anything else? Yeesh. All this trouble Mr. Yoshizawa's and Maruki. Now we got nothing but problems now. From now on, we should meet up at the hideout. We gotta recap the situation and hold a strategy meeting. I've been around trying to wrap around my head all this, and it's just not happening. I can't think straight at all. I can hardly blame you. I still so confused myself. Either way, I think we all have earned a bit of rest. Maybe a good night's sleep will help us calm down. You're right. Certainly, the combat has us tired out as well. We can all use some time to decompress. On that note, good night. We need time to figure this out tonight. Either way, we can think about it tomorrow. For now, we should go to sleep. Alright guys, I'm probably going to end the stream tonight because it's a little bit short today, but we got a whole lot of day.